Arkansas Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Single, single the slot, I got one. Strong right.
Now Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pick up on 1st down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Watch the air. Check. Lucky. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Strip that ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
After the turnover, it's Tua. A little check down to Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins on one play have taken the lead. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Howell now to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers hold the ball when those short throws come in. His eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They snap it to Stafford. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they finally get him down at the other 46. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the 2nd half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. See the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Akers. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Stafford on third and goal. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the ship. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On second and a couple, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Next to score, Dolphins 17, Rams 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. 2nd and 15.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. 84 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get your reset. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Gaskin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Rams are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Gaskin. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game.